What's going on, guys? Tyler here. Today I'm bringing you guys a review slash my thoughts video on a game that I was originally very excited for, but once I played the beta, that excitement kind of dissipated, and now that the full game is out, I can honestly say I just almost can't support it anymore. So that game is going to be Gears 5. I've been playing Gears and Gears of War in general since Gears of War 2, which, God, I think that came out in like 2008 maybe. I'm not an OG fan, I guess. I didn't start in Gears of War the original, but I have been playing it for a long time, and I have been a pretty big fan and advocate for the series. And this game, it's just becoming harder and harder to appreciate and to support when the only thing that seems to work right is the store. So I'm sure any of us can log into this game, open up the store, look at all these ridiculous prices on all these cosmetic items, purchase anything right away, but let you go into a game and actually end up getting your XP at the end of the game. Because I've been having that problem ever since this update dropped yesterday, where I'll finish a game and I won't be awarded any XP. So it'll just say that an error occurred, and I'll get sent to the main menu, and that's it. I can start a new search. So yeah, this game is just, I don't know, man. I don't know what they can do to fix it. There's just so many issues, and like overall the gameplay is pretty fun. The campaign was great. I really enjoyed it compared to Gears 4's campaign. But once you sorry about that, that was my phone. But once you get into the game and start playing the multiplayer, you realize there's not that much meat. It's all bones, I guess. Like, there's not that much to unlock. I mean, I guess you can do like the tour of duty, but aside from that, like everything is just a buyable item. So, I mean, just to take a look here, you know, you can hop into the store and you see things like this rainbow swirl camo, which, you know, it's 400 of the iron right off the get-go. So 400 iron basically equates to $4. You know, every game like Fortnite, like 100 V-Bucks is $1 essentially. So you're spending $4 to get one skin, and that's it. I mean, every time this camo comes out for the Gnasher, for the Lancer, for the Lancer grenade launcher, for the Claw, they're going to be charging 400 iron for it. So I'm not the best at math, but that's quite a few dollars to get every the skin on every gun. And to me, it just doesn't make sense to purchase these. I'll buy a skin. You know, I do it in Fortnite all the time. I'll buy $10, $20 skin, and I somehow tell myself I don't care, which is probably a mistake. But I mean, in this game, it's hard, and especially when the skins aren't that great. And then, like, the weapon skins, don't get me wrong, they're cool, but, you know, I would rather buy the rainbow swirl and spend like $10, $15, maybe $20, I don't know. I mean, it is an animated skin, and have it on every single weapon. But instead, they're trying to milk this game and milk all this content and try to get the most money out of it. And I don't see it succeeding. I mean, I see this game dying off. Like, I really feel like the only reason it's so populated is because it's on Game Pass. And I might get grilled for that, but, you know, I'm a long-time fan too. And when I saw it was on Game Pass, and after playing the beta, I was almost like, wow, I'm glad I don't have to spend $60 on this game. And as I'm feeling right now, I'm glad I didn't. I'd rather pay my subscription fee for Game Pass and just have the game. And it's sad. Like, you know, on Gears 3, like, I remember I bought that game for $60, bought the season pass as soon as it dropped. I remember I bought all the Gnasher skins. I think I paid like $20, $25, and it gave me every single Gnasher skin that was out that you could purchase. And I was cool with that. I mean, I didn't mind. I was able to have all that customization. And this game, they're just trying to milk it so hard. You know, and everybody complained about the Gears packs in Gears 4. And I know I was one of those people. But when I think about it, like, they were better. I mean, when I think back on it, I actually, you know, bought like the Black Steel packs, and you know, if there was a character I really wanted, like I remember the Locust Cantus packs. Like, I bought some of those because I really wanted those. And you know, in this game, it's just like, oh, I get to spend $5 and buy one thing. I mean, at least like they had those packs where you could spend like 10, 15, I don't remember how much it was, and get like a guaranteed, you know, locust card or whatever it was at the time. And it's like, I don't know, I found it easier to do that, and maybe it was because Gears 4 was more enjoyable, but Gears 5 is just not doing it for me. So yeah, I mean, it's really hard to support this game, and I'm questioning just uninstalling it at this point, but I'm hoping they can bring it back. And yeah, I guess we're just gonna see where it goes from there. So as of October 16th, the Coalition did actually add some content into this game, and if you go into the store, you'll see 2 new tabs, which are labeled Heroes and Villains. Just to keep this short, we'll just take a look at the COG Gears here, which is the one I crafted. So if you just click it or hit A on it in the store on Xbox, you can click Earn Hero, which lets you view the challenges, and you'll see everything you needed to do to unlock this character. So all you need to do from the get-go is just craft the totem, which is what the new item is called. I believe it was 500 scrap. Hopefully that scrap price stays for each one. I hope it doesn't get more expensive, but it's not something I've looked into yet. But yeah, you just craft that, and then what you need to do is complete 40 rounds of verses with the COG Gears totem equipped. This is very misleading to me. Either it's misleading or it's not recording correctly, but I know for a fact that I played 3 games of ranked Guardian yesterday and somehow only have 1 round completed. So clearly something isn't recording right, because, I mean, if they wanted to label it complete 40 matches of verses, then I'd understand if I'd have 3 out of 40. But it says 40 rounds, and Guardian can go from anywhere to like 3 to, I'd say 5 or 6, I want to say 5 rounds. So clearly it's not recording correctly. Then the next one, survive 50 waves. It doesn't have to be consecutive, so that's pretty straightforward. That's not too time consuming, maybe a couple hours. Getting 200 assists as a COG character in Versus Horde or Escape, super straightforward. I mean, you can just spot enemies, and your teammates or the bots you're playing with can kill them, and that's not too bad. Surviving 18 chapters of Escape can be somewhat time consuming, but isn't terrible. And the last one, which seems to be the most problematic, at least for me so far, is earning 60,000 XP playing Versus Horde or Escape. And that's all with the COG Gears totem equipped. So you can only do these one at a time, by the way. But 60,000 XP isn't that much. It really wouldn't take that long. I'd say with this new XP system, I level up almost every game. And I think I'm like re-up 2. So if you're not even re-upped, it takes 1,000 XP to level up each time. So if you're starting at level 1, maybe you just load up the game, you could get this amount of XP by the time you're level 60. Now the problem I have here is you see it only says 306 XP. That isn't right. I've played 3 games of Ranked Guardian last night, and I played some Horde because you can see I completed like 3 waves. There's no way I only got 306 XP, so clearly this is something that needs to be fixed. And this all ties into the biggest issue I have with this, is they released this character for completion of these challenges. You can unlock it, or you can purchase it for $5 worth of iron. Now the problem with that is, one, I'm sure I could just click purchase hero and it would go through like that, just snapping my fingers, I'd have it, I'd be able to play as one of these COG Gears in game. But of course, if I don't want to spend the $5, I have to do all these challenges, and they're not even freaking recording stats properly. Like, come on, man. So not only that, but this can be pay to win. I mean, like, when it's in arcade, which, yeah, isn't like a competitive mode, you know, it's meant for newer players, or just if you want to have fun and just shoot some things, you know, you can just purchase this and have it in arcade. What if this is the best character in the game? I don't know if he is, or I don't know if Ram is, or whoever, but if this is the best character in the game, Jin can buy this for $5 and have it right away and just be slaying out, especially if it has some like game-breaking glitch, you know, and they could just be abusing that. While Mike, who doesn't want to spend $5 or doesn't have $5 to spend on the game, has to spend 10 hours of his life to unlock this character, and it's probably going to be more because nothing records correctly straight from the launch. So it's just a big problem, man, and I just don't like what they're doing with this. I don't see why, you know, especially a character like this that isn't even that creative, or that, like, you know, you see COG Gears all over the story and all in the Horde because they were already scripted into the game, because the 4 bots you play with if you're by yourself in Horde are called Gears. So I don't know why this wasn't just in here in launch, but oh man, it just, I'm honestly sitting here recording this just getting upset about it. So I mean, that's really all I can say. It's just kind of bullshit, and this is just stuff that should have been in the game. And in previous Gears games, we probably would have just saw this, you know, in the base game, or at least in Gears 4's sake, it would have been in the Gears pack. So it's just sad, man. Overall, I don't think Gears 5 is a bad game. I just think the way the Coalition is handling the post-launch content is just all wrong. I mean, they're charging, you know, $5 per character here, which is kind of insane considering this is content that could have just been in the game. You know, we can add a few more characters, a few more maps. I mean, there's only 7 maps, and then 4 remasters that aren't even in the regular rotation in multiplayer. And they're just withholding all this to put a price tag on it. So it's just ridiculous, man. I mean, like, there's all these weapon skins, like especially the esports ones, the chrome steel that they're charging, you know, $5 I think for each one. It's ridiculous. I mean, I understand it's like a premium skin, it's to support Gears of War esports, but charge freaking $20 for it for the whole pack, man. Like, people will buy it, but when you have to buy, what is it, 17 guns worth of camos if you want them, the whole collection, for $5 a pop, that's expensive. It's just not gonna work, man. We have Modern Warfare, for example, the Outer Worlds, which not everybody's into, but we have games like that coming out in 8 days that are definitely gonna pull people off this game. If they're not a hardcore fan, they're gonna start leaving. And I think the whole idea with putting the game on Game Pass was to keep, you know, newer players coming and, you know, on the game, and to bring new people to the series, to enjoy the series like all of us do. And it's just not gonna work with this monetization they have going. It's not sustainable, and I really hope they find a way to fix this. Again, I've probably said it 2 or 3 times now in this video, I'm not a game dev, so I don't know what all goes into that and the licensing and all that good stuff. But I just don't see it working, and as, you know, a small content creator and a longtime fan of the series, I don't see myself playing this game, I don't know, within 5-6 months. Might hop on if a buddy asks me to play or something, but I don't see myself just taking my free time and logging into this to go play. It's just not worth it. But hey, if you enjoyed the video, I'm sorry if it was pretty negative, just how I'm feeling about the game. You know, if you could leave a like, dislike, whatever works for you, you know, leave your comments down below. I'd love to read some opinions and what other people are feeling on this. So yeah, do it down below. I've been Tyler, and have a good day, man.